Well, it's Sunday night, and I'm feeling sort of creative. This is only the second time I've done this, so we're gonna see how uh, how it goes. I decided that it's holiday season, and I'm gonna start playing around with some jewelry. Found these beautiful crystals. I'm not sure how I'm going to use them yet. Show you. It's really pretty. And then I found these, which I think are going to be really nice. Welcome to my live. Let's see if we can get these to stop spinning just for a little bit. Very New Year's Eve, right? The lighting is a little bit funny, so we're going to play around. Let's see what we can make here. If anybody's interested in jewelry or learning how to make it, if there's something that you think that you'd like to learn, let me know. And maybe we can do a small get together, a small class, even here online. I think, let's see, what do we got here? We've got some copper. This is awfully thick. Let's see if we can make something here. So what I've got is they're briolettes is what they call them, and they have a small hole on the top. I just threw a little pin in there to show you what they look like. Oh, it's better in the light, or maybe that washes it out. Not sure. So we're going to try and do a little, maybe, excuse me, a little copper drop on that. So I've got some real thin copper wire. This one is 24 gauge. Nothing fancy, but it is thin. It's pliable. And we're going to wrap these briolettes so we can make them functional and be able to go on a earring wire. Not everybody loves copper, but it certainly is soft. It's pretty. It's a nice alternative to brass or silver. So what I am doing is I'm cutting a couple equal length pieces. I think this one is about 8 inches, give or take. So we're going to probably cut most of this off, but just to make it easier on our hands and see if we can't create a little nested bail to go around it. So we're going to try. This is the wire. It's copper. It's 24 gauge, really thin, very pliable. Let's see if I can do this. Oh yeah, this is a good gauge. So what I'm doing, if you see, this is the wire I've got it. I'm going to go about halfway. About halfway. So we're going to bend it, but we're going to be careful because it still is pretty fragile because this is glass, it's crystal. So I'm going to show you up close what I did. See if you can get an idea. If you can see that. Maybe against my black shirt, a little bit easier. So all I did is I put the 8-inch piece of copper. Hey, Mark, how you doing? Hi, Susan. And what we're going to do is we're just going to take that little bit. Yeah, this looks, yeah, that's what we're going to do. About halfway. Wanted to make sure it didn't have a notch in it. And again, just gonna kind of pinch those two together to kind of make. I'm not making soap yet, Mark, so don't think I forgot about you. But see, this is kind of how it looks, right? I never know how clear that can be. Let's see. Take a pair of needle nose. There they are. Movie mode. So what I want to try and do is create a bale. I know, right? So many hours in the day, Mark. 1 minute it's soap, 1 minute it's jewelry, 1 minute it's old fashions. So, I've been running with that ivy, so I've been busy. So let's see if you can see that. Don't know. It focuses so much on me and not on the other. There we go. Okay. So what I'm going to do is, I think I want to try these fancy pliers. These are to make perfectly cylinder round loops versus needle nose, right? So we're going to try this. I've used these only a couple times, so I'm not going to claim. Oh, I hear the dogs playing in there. So what I want to do is kind of come up, well, let me go this way. Give myself a little room, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to put on the center of the cylinder. I'm going to wrap it and come down around. And I basically am creating a bale, but to make the bale more finished, I'm wrapping this excess, all that 8-inch of copper wire, 24 gauge, to kind of create almost like a basket. If you can see that. Wants to move on me, doesn't it? And so when I'm all said and done, I'm going to take this excess and I'm going to wrap it as much as I can, all the way down. But I don't want to kind of impede or stop the movement of it, because I do want this to still have a little bit of a dangle. I don't know if you can see that up close. Gosh, it's hard to see that. You guys, of course, my dogs want to act crazy. So yeah, so this is kind of a nice, simple way to get introduced to wire wrapping, introduced to using some kind of fun metals. And when you're all done here, I'm going to show you. I'm going to cut that excess off. And that's what I'm going to do right here. Flush clippers are great, which is what I'm doing. These are a little bit dull. Excuse me. So let me cut these. Yeah, there we go. Those flush cutters, those need to go. Okay. So for lack of trying to hold this between my fingers, that's what we're looking at. And ultimately, I want to do the other one. I want to do it pretty much right off the bat, because if I don't, sometimes I'm better off to do kind of both of them at the same time. Therefore, let's see. Yep. So they're real even. Wrapping it around. Ouch, as I pinch myself. Poke myself. You don't think wire is going to be that rough, but it sure is. And I'm doing the same thing. Just kind of wrapping it around. And when I get to where I think I don't want to go any farther, I'll come back up and wrap around the rest of the neck of it. Just to give it kind of an artsy looking, this is the second one. Apologies that it's not very clear. Of course, I'm using my phone, so it's not great. Wrap as much as I can, getting it kind of thick around. Yeah, there we go. And it just kind of gives it an artistic feel. And now I have officially made my nice little wraps. If there's any sharp edges, I will kind of smush them. I guess that's my technical term, smush them. Yep. Just like that. I love this. I'll show them to you when they're done. And make sure that my loops are nice and asymmetrical. And here we go. Yeah, they're pretty close. There you have it. Little pair of pretties. We're going to put those on an earring wire right now. And if I really wanted to be bold and make my own wires, which I do, actually this is 24 gauge, Susan. It's nice for wire wrapping, as you probably know, because Susan is also into jewelry. Let me find some copper earring wires. Let's see, I think I've got some over here. Let's see. I like working with copper. Do we have some here? I certainly, maybe. Oh, yeah. Let's see what we got here. Excuse me. All right. Now we've got. I don't know if I want to use. That's a pretty bright copper. Let me find my other copper ones. Let's see. Let's see here. We need some copper earrings. Let's see. I need some bright ones. There we go. That's exactly what I'm looking for. Okay. So there's kind of a dirty copper. It almost seems. Hey, Robin. The dirty copper is it's a little more antiqued. I was actually looking for a little brighter, but that's okay. These will work just fine. Let's see, we got those as well. We might just end up using these. I'll show you some real nice ones that I have here. Excuse me. Okay. Put this. My dogs want to fuss. I've got a 10-month-old and a 16-year-old, and they are just running the streets. They are running the streets. Hey, Megan, how you doing? So, as I had shown you guys before, we have the wire wrap on these crystals. Again, it's kind of hard to. Wish I could show them better for you. Let's see if I come back some. Yeah. Maybe that's it. Got my big old fat hands in there. Okay, so we can either use I'm going to use these big old tongs, but this way you can see what I'm doing. Whoa. We could use these, which I call these lever backs. And they open up. These dogs in the background, they open up like so. But these are kind of fancy, these earrings. And I think what I'm going to do is use these. These are just a kind of an artistic wire. Let's see, I could show them this way. I think I'm going to use these. See, they're just a pretty wire with a little floret on the bottom. And these are pretty easy. You just slip your good old charm that I just made. Very simple, very kind of Frenchy, a little bit, kind of Euro looking. But something like this is nice because they're so simple. They match everything. They're a great gift. These are, see what my ruler, do I have? Oh, I do. Oh, awesome, I got a metric. So the actual drop is about 1¼ inch, or the whole earring's 30 millimeters, if you really want to be technical. So I think these will be pretty. I think this is kind of fun. So there's one. Then we got two. So there we go. Let me get this all nice and bent where I want it. Excuse me. And sometimes, if I'm really, oh, here we go, make it show up a little bit better. Since I do markets and pop-up events showing jewelry and so on, I do package my pieces kind of on this way. How easy that is to see. I'll usually attach stoppers on the back. This gives you a nice little kind of gift kind of thing. But yeah, there you have it. I don't know when I started this, but this is something simple. Like I said, they're sizeless. So as far as gift giving for the holidays, making them yourself or buying them from a local artist, it's kind of nice because they are something that not everybody has. And you saw me make them right here as we were sitting. Pretty easy peasy. If you're interested in these or something similar, I could actually, let me show you these. These are the ones that I just did around Halloween. I guess I'll use this card because it does make it easier to see, I guess. These I sell quite a bit of. These are tarot earrings that have various cards. It could be the world, the moon, lovers, depending on what card you resonate with. And hey, Kim, missing you, girl, up out there in Texas. So yeah, if you are interested in any earrings, keep watching. I'm going to be doing lives kind of on a regular. And let me segue my shameless plug with tarot. I actually read tarot on a regular. Sundays I am at Black Cat Minerals, Gurney Mills, usually from 3 to closing. I was there this evening. Occasionally I will go live, but I will probably do that soon. Doing live tarot soon. Maybe 1 or 3 card pulls. If you want a full read, absolutely reach out to me. Black Cat Minerals is a great middle point in Lake County, Illinois. It is at the end of the mall between G and H entrance. And if you give them a call, you can find out who's reading that particular day. We have other readers, not just myself. So, yeah, hopefully this gave you a little something to do on a Sunday night. Kind of fun. And, I'm just learning this, I'm just learning this whole live thing. So, please follow me on TikTok under Valhalla Art Loft. If I get 1,000, I can go live there. But until then, I will stick with Facebook, good old-fashioned Facebook for the old people, they say. And maybe the next time, maybe the next day or so, we'll do another pair or some bracelets. Or if you can think of something, reach out and let me know what you want to learn. Sometimes it's just a matter of watching somebody do it hands-on, and maybe I can figure out a little better way to get closer detail for you guys. I'm just at my little desk here. I've got my coffee. Yeah, coffee at this time. And got some lights, got a little Luther Vandross in the background. And yeah, so hope you have a great week. And thank you for watching. Good night.